bring in our realtors today. Let's take a look at the listings that we're going to be featuring. Today, we'll be featuring a stunning 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath renovated townhouse in the Eastern Market neighborhood of Capitol Hill. We'll also be featuring a great 1-bedroom, 1-bath co-op with a treetop view at the Chesterfield in Cleveland Park. So as you can see, two really, really fantastic listings. My guest realtors today are Robert Hernandez from Long and Foster, Georgetown, and we also have Kathleen Ryan, and Kathleen Ryan is with Arla. So let's bring in everyone and let's get started. Hi guys, I'm gonna do one quick adjustment. How are you guys?
Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday. We're just gonna take out our little, one of our things we're gonna take out, and then let's pull in our title. All right, Kathleen, can you tell us what Arla stands for?
Arla stands for, and some people say Arla, stands for Real Living at Home.
Real Living at Home. And I started to say that, but I doubted myself just for one quick second. I said, you know what? I'm going to have Kathleen say it. So anyways, it's been a little while since we've been here, but it's nice to be back. I'm excited to see what the fall market will be like. But August was a little interesting after the craze that we had in the beginning of the year. You know, what did you guys notice in August? How is the August market?
Robert, do you want to go first?
Yeah, well, I think August was kind of like, for the most part, was pretty quiet. But I had somebody who wanted to look for something, and whatever market they were looking for, like a 4-bedroom house. That market was very active, and we finally found them a house, but we lost an offer on something that was really nice. So I think for the most part, while it may have seemed slow, anybody who was probably looking was having a competitive situation, maybe. You know, it was a good chance they were in a competitive situation. Mm-hmm. So the market is still, you know, crazy out here.
Awesome. And Kathleen, what did you think of the month of August?
Well, you know, traditionally, August is a time where lots of families think about maybe slipping in their last hurrah before they have to get their kids into school or get into their autumn routine. I did have several people continue to look. They were a little frustrated during the spring and early summer markets. Mm-hmm. So they kind of put their head down and decided that they wanted to get this done before their kids were in school. 2 of them were first-time home buyers with children, and we got 3. I think I wrote like 6 offers, but 3 were under contract, and we're just about to close all of those in this month. And I think it's also reflective of some realtors. You know, they too have families, or they too want to go on vacation. And one of the things that they're thinking about is this 4th wave of the pandemic. Right now, they're vaccinated, perhaps, or they feel comfortable that others are vaccinated. And they made plans, maybe a couple of months ago. So they implemented them. And I noticed, you know, after like Tuesday, it feels like we're in the fall market.
The fall market. I noticed that there are new listings coming. It seemed like that there weren't as many listings coming on the market, but I see that there's more coming out. So what is your prediction for the fall market? Is the fall market going to be, as I know no one knows, but we're just making predictions because it's fun to do this. But so the fall will the fall market be as crazy as the spring market, or maybe a little more calm?
Well, in comparison to the spring market, it'll be busy, but not as crazy busy. I think buyers will still feel that the inventory is limited, and the hot listings, of course, will have multiple buyers, as they usually do. So yeah, it won't be as active, but it'll still be pretty, I don't know. I don't think it goes completely quiet until maybe between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
I totally agree with that. I mean, I think the people who are diligently looking will try to push will try to either get their property on the market as a seller so that they coming in December holidays can welcome family and friends to their new home. I also think that people who have been watching the market, we have this general ebbs and flows.
Mm-hmm.
Usually for me, after October 31st, things get a little bit quiet. They're into
Okay.
holiday parties, they're hosting a party, their
Mm-hmm.
kids are going Halloweening, they're making
Mm-hmm.
travel plans again for Thanksgiving. But I think fall and into October, we should all be busy.
All right. Well, guys, guess what? We will find out because every week, as we're bringing realtors on, we'll be asking them what are they noticing or what are they seeing in the market. So let's get started. We will start with Kathleen. Kathleen, as you just saw at the beginning, she has a great 1-bedroom, 1-bath that's located, it's a co-op that's located in Cleveland Park. So Kathleen, let's get started.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, I wanted to thank Karen for bringing us back on. This particular co-op is pretty large. It's 825 square feet, smack in the middle, or actually smack in the middle and across the street from Cathedral Commons. It's 825 square feet, which is pretty significant when it comes to a 1-bedroom in the Washington, D.C. area. What sets this apart is that this particular unit has a lot of in-unit storage. The closets are big in the bedroom. There are 2 closets in the foyer. As you can see, this is a picture from the front. You can just swing through, drop people off, drop off packages. There's a great lobby. We have a resident manager living in the building. He's available 24/7. Obviously, that's a recent renovation. The building is very well maintained. Overall, because you have a great manager, he just takes care of everything. As you can see, we're entering through the foyer. I asked the seller and he complied to have the wood floors done. There used to be gray carpet all over the thing, but it is welcoming anyone who with their open floor plan. You can have dining and seating arrangements, whatever configuration you want. And what I like about the place, it has literally treetop views. So if you look out that back window there, you're going to see for miles an unobstructed view, very sunny unit. The view there is that you can see the 2 closets on the left. And then we're going to be probably going into the kitchen. There's a new cooktop there. You can see you can set up coffee. You have plenty of countertop space, a wall oven, a dishwasher, this and a refrigerator, of course. This unit has in the building, you'll see a picture later of an in-building washer and dryer. Now we're just going back out of the kitchen area, and that's the bedroom. So the bedroom 2 has gleaming wood floors, very sunny. The other side will have a big closet, and it leads into the bathroom. And so this bathroom was recently updated. Everything is kind of neutral, perfect place for somebody to just bring in their suitcases and move right in. It's very light and bright. There's that wonderful in-building laundry room, and they have this little library. You can drop off a book and pick up a book. There's ample street parking. I've never found in the years and years I've been working in this building to have any trouble parking, and usually I park right on the street, on the side street of Macomb, and walk right in. They have 15-minute parking in the back. Literally across the street is Giant Food, and as you can see, well, you can't see it because my little face obstructs it, but there's CVS. So if you're thinking about dinner, you can go across the street every single day. And if you're thinking about dinner, but you don't want to cook, guess what? Across the street is Cactus Cantina. There's Barcelona, Raku, 2 Amy's. Also, there's an Indian restaurant called Indian Heritage. There's a Jetty's, a La Piquette. There's that Silver Cafe and Matchbox. And my favorite is Raku, just for me. I love it. So hustling and bustling over there. There's just another picture of the side. Another thing that makes Cleveland Park so hot is the Cleveland Park Metro, and it's only 1 mile to the Tenleytown Metro. Up the street, just further north, less than a half a mile, is the future Wegmans. So I can see people just taking a stroll up there, doing a little shopping, there's going to be multi-commercial places in there, not just Wegmans. There's bike storage in the building, and the walk score is almost 90. It's actually 87. So I think if you have any questions, just reach out, give me a call at 247-418-3127, or text me or email me at Kathleen@arlahre.com. So that's RLAHRE.com. You can reach out anytime you want. So thank you for the opportunity to present this wonderful unit. I've know this building very well. I think this is my 6th listing here in about 5 years. So thank you, Karen.
Great, awesome. Let me take down, just leave it up just for a second. Anyone want your email address? It's right there. And yay, very sweet. How many, what was the square footage? I can't remember if you mentioned that.
125 square feet. It's pretty large for a 1-bedroom. I think at 700, you can easily have 2-3 people in this 1-bedroom.
Yeah, no, that's a great size for a bedroom. And then does the building offer extra storage?
The building does not offer extra storage, and there is no gym, but across the street is a fitness place. So
okay,
just walk across the street. Everything's available. If it takes you more than 1 minute to walk over to Giant, I'd be really surprised.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's a great location, and I love all the amenities. And you just told us all the restaurants, and the CVS, like you said, your grocery store. So you have everything you need. It's just great location. You can't beat hot Cleveland Park.
You can use the bus line. It's right out in front.
Exactly. Absolutely. Robert.
Those floors are amazing.
I know.
I love the parquet floors. I can't believe they were covered with carpet.
You know, carpet was a thing one time. I particularly like wood floors because the new buyer can decide how they want to decorate. They may want to add a rug or of any choosing, put sisal down, whatever they like.
Right. Now, are you planning to hold an open house this weekend?
Thank you for reminding me. 2 open houses. This Saturday, tomorrow, between 12 and noon.
Okay.
Ring the little doorbell at the front, and then I'm going to do it on Sunday as well, 12 to noon once again.
Awesome. Great. And I just want to say, guys, one advantage, everybody that's tuning in and out, one advantage of watching New Listings at Noon live is that if you're watching and you have any questions, you can put them in the comments and we can see them in real time, and we can answer any questions that you may have about any of the listings that we're showing. And you can also ask anything related to the market. So if you have any questions for any of the realtors, feel free to leave a comment at any time. So Robert, did you have any more questions for Kathleen?
Well, I just love the views. No questions, really, just compliments. I love the views. So those are amazing views to have.
And it is really cool, Kathleen, that you said you've done 6 listings in that building. So you're very familiar, with the building, probably with management. And any comments on anything else maybe with the building that you'd like to mention?
Very well maintained. I actually knew the previous resident manager, and then his son took over. So, they love the building too. The family stayed involved, and they're in-house. So that's great.
Awesome. Okay, well then let's move it over a little bit. We're going to, next we have a great 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath townhouse that's located in Easton Market area, neighborhood of Capitol Hill. So we are going to give Robert the floor, and Robert, I guess we'll add a little tidbit at the very end. Let's let you do the presentation, and then we're going to add a little bit to it. Okay. All right.
Well, Karen, happy Friday again. Thank you so much for having me. This is always fun to do, and it's good to talk about our listings here. So today we have a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath townhouse on Capitol Hill, Eastern Market. It was built in 1890. And I think the slideshow's coming up. There we go. And then you can see there's a landmarked John Kavanaugh statue in the yard. that's a depiction of Olive Risley Seward, which is kind of named in relation to the park, which is Seward Square, which is kind of across the street. And you can see this is an all-brick townhouse. It's about 2,950, I'm sorry, just almost 3,000 square feet. It's been renovated from top to bottom. It has updated windows by Pella, new doors, and new lighting inside. You can see there's enough yard in the front where you can have a tea table or picnic tables and hang out. In fact, this area of Capitol Hill, a lot of the houses are set back from the yard, which is nice because sometimes in these historic neighborhoods, you have the front door right at the sidewalk. So this is nice that you're back a ways from the sidewalk. And you can see the entry hall here with double doors. There's a transom over the double doors. You see an open staircase when you come in. And it opens to the kitchen. You can see the island back there. And this is a view towards the front room, which is the sitting area. And that is a bay window. And you can see the curved walls, curved baseboards. Those are nice historic details. And you have really huge windows. I believe they're over 6 feet tall. And that's the dining room. You could probably put a bigger table for maybe 6 or 8 there. This is obviously staged, so they have their own little techniques of dressing up a place. And that is a wood-burning fireplace. In this house, there are 3 wood-burning fireplaces on the lower level, first floor, and the second floor. And you can kind of view back towards the kitchen. It's recently updated with white lacquer cabinets, oil rub bronze hardware, and you can see there's an island. Normally you have a sink in the island, but it was decided to put a gas range with a downdraft ventilation system. And there's a dual fuel convection oven, which is nice. It's by Jen Air. The countertops are quartz, and you can see there's a dramatic backsplash of marble. It's a solid slab. And there's also a large 36-inch farmhouse sink, which is great if you have big pots and pans that you need to kind of clean up afterward. What's nice about this island is that if you're the home chef, you can actually have people over, and instead of having your back turned toward them, you can be face-to-face with them as you show off your cooking skills. And then you can all still hang out and do dishes after. So you can see that being landlocked, there's a triangular shaped patio back here. And there's a spiral staircase that comes down from that kitchen. And you can extend your outdoor living space and enjoy dinners or what have you in your back patio. It's pretty private and enclosed. There's also a wall garden. You can change your plants around all year round if you'd like to. And this is the hallway to the second floor family room. And there's the second wood burning fireplace. And you can see that the bay window kind of mimics the first floor sitting room. And this is really nice because it's not so formal. If you have people that like to play, you know, with their toys spread out everywhere, there's plenty of space to do that here. And there's a nice little elevated platform in front of the fireplace, so you can have some cozy nights in the fall and winter, sitting by the fireplace, hanging out with everybody. And beside the family room, there's a primary bedroom you could see here. And there's a view toward the family room. And there's a closet that is it looks pretty big. It's a walk-in closet, and there's alpha storage system in there, so it makes putting all your clothes away pretty easy. It's plenty of storage. And then you have marble in the bathrooms, on the floor and the walls. And you see this jet system on the wall that has like a rain shower and all these other things to take a shower and indulge in your morning. And you have a vessel sink. There's plenty of storage in that cabinet. And you can see the staircase up to the 3rd floor here. And the front room is really huge. You can probably put a few twin beds in there, maybe 3 or even a pair easily. And there's plenty of closet space in this room as well. Abundance of light. And this is the bathroom off of the hallway on the 3rd floor. And again, there's a continuing theme of the marble on the walls and the floors. And what I like about these bathrooms is that they have natural ventilation with the window. So if you like your steamy showers, you can crack the window open and let all the steam escape, or not. And then you see the hallway has a huge washer and dryer. The washer actually washes and dries all in one. So if you have a small load, you can do that in there. The lower level is where there's a studio apartment. So ideally, this is where the 4th bedroom would be, but it's kind of like a flexible space. You know, our MLS doesn't allow us to list studio spaces, so we have to be creative. So you can use this as a guest suite because they have their own kitchen, or you can use it as another family room, or you can use it as a teleworking room. There are so many different ways you can use this place. You can even use it as your formal dining room. If you want to put like a huge table for 12 down there and just have this as your dedicated dining space, it's perfect for that. And this also opens to the backyard, or back patio rather. And you can see that unit that's on the wall, that is a split unit. So this house has 2 zones of central air and central heat. So this one has a split unit in the lower level, and it heats and cools the entire floor. And this has marble walls in the bathroom, and I believe that's luxury vinyl plank flooring. And there's a pedestal sink, little cabinet, and the bathroom also has a window for ventilation, which is nice. And there's also a laundry room with ASCO washer and dryer. And that that doorway goes down to below the lower level. There's a cellar, which is where all the mechanical components of the house are. You have the boiler, the water heater, the electric panel, and a sump pump. It's pretty dry down there, and it's got extra space for storage. I think there's about 300 plus square feet down there. So it's really nice, and the location could not be more perfect. It is about a block and a half away from the Eastern Market Metro, and Trader Joe's is nearby. You have, of course, the Eastern Market at the end of the block. So we're on the 6th Street side of North Carolina. This is on the 7th Street side. So we're literally just 1 block, and then you're at the Eastern Market. What's nice about the Eastern Market is that they're open Tuesday through Sunday, and you can get produce. They have a great meat monger or several vendors of meat there, and fish, even flowers. So it's a great way to eat healthy and just easy access to good food. And if you don't feel like cooking, you can kind of step another block or 2 and go to Ted's Bulletin or Cava. There's CVS Pharmacy nearby. Everything just seems to be really close. And you go a few blocks further and you have the US Capitol, the Library of Congress, the Senate, the House buildings, and of course all the museums and monuments in the area. You go south and you're really close to the river, And there are boat slips out there now. You can even join one of the clubs and have a boat waiting for you if you like boating, if that's your thing. And the asking price is $1,650,000. Again, it's almost 3,000 square feet, built in 1890. And I'm ready to take questions.
Awesome. Let's get Kathleen in here, and then we have questions. Oh my God. You guys did an amazing job, Robert. I mean, the place was fabulous before, but just looking at, I remember the before and the after. Great job.
Oh, thank you.
Can I say, Robert, you have such a great eye. Whomever, whether it's all you or a decorator, I mean, let me just tell you, I love the hall ceilings. I love the marble detail around the bathrooms. I think whoever staged it for you, maybe you did it yourself, picked all the colors and all the classic things that people can envision themselves in. And then I'm a little envious because your listing has green space, and don't we all know that green space is so important, not only in regular times, but in pandemic times, because people just need to be able to open their door, go see what the weather's like, feel comfortable in their space. Maybe they stand out there in the morning and contemplate what they need to do with a cup of coffee as they're thinking about their day, or they just want to get together with their significant other or a few small friends group in a pod, and they have that space right there. So
Right
I have
there.
a question for you, Robert, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So you have that lower level space. Has it ever been rented before? And if the future buyer wants to rent it out, what do you think they could rent it for?
Well, the property is already zoned with, or I'm sorry, it's zoned for multiple units in this particular block, but there's already it's already legally set up to have 2 units.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided to keep the connecting staircase because we figured that anybody who's going to live there after us could use the entire house, or put a lock on that connecting staircase and maybe rent it out as an apartment. And the rents range in the neighborhood, I would say between 1,500 onwards of 2,000, depending on the time of the year that you rent it. So it's a pretty decent income for somebody who may or may not want to be a landlord. I think it'll be real easy. The nice thing about the lower level is that it does have its own separately electric meter, or separate electric meter. So the bill is separate for the use of that particular unit. We do share hot water and sewer trash, but other than that, I think it's pretty easy for anybody who wants to rent it out.
I will say, Robert, I know as people are listening, they hear you say "we," and what we forgot to mention is that this is Robert's home.
Yeah, me and my partner, we've been living here for the past 6 years, and obviously it's a lot of house. It's almost 3,000 square feet, so I don't even know how to fill all the rooms. I'm glad we had a staging company because there is a lot of space to occupy. And like you said that we could take advantage of the outdoor space, Kathleen. And there's during this time, people are teleworking a lot, so that's why I kind of think that the lower level, in the meantime, if you're still teleworking, you can use that lower level as your home office. And you can even use the family room upstairs on the second floor as your home office if both people are staying home teleworking. And you can take your breaks in it all day long out in the front yard or the patio. And it's just a good respite. Our neighbors kind of enjoy their front and back spaces equally the same. And it's just it's one of those blocks where we're so lucky to not have the front door at the sidewalk, which that's pretty common in DC, where you're literally looking out into the pedestrians walking in front of your house.
Right.
So.
Yes. Robert, quickly, are you having an open house this coming weekend?
No open houses. It's go and show status.
Mm-hmm.
So any buyers that are needing to see it, you can give me a call, 202-802-8446, or text message me, and I'll come show you the house. Or you can call your agent, and it's real easy for them to make an appointment online and see the house. We've been getting really good activity, and I'm surprised that the market on the hill is still so limited.
Right. And
It's just really limited.
Robert, can you also give us your email address if someone wants to email you? Well, here, I just
Yeah.
gave it to you too.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm going to point it out on the screen. How do I
There
get
it is. It's right there. Yeah. So, so if anyone wants to email him, I was waiting for him to say it and then I just popped it. But okay, last minute, we're running up. That's almost our time. Robert, last comments for your listing.
Well, the AC system is brand new, as I may have mentioned, and I am so I'd love to say that we only spent $100 during the hottest month of summer for our AC bill or for the electric bill. I mean, for that much space, spending only that much is really great. I mean, I've heard of some bills being $200, $300 a month. And so it's really energy efficient. I think it's a combination of the new windows, doors, and everything combined.
Awesome. That's amazing. Love it. Great job. Beautiful. Just really quick, one more question. How high are the ceilings in your home?
Just under 10 feet on the first floor and around 9 feet on every other floor.
Okay. And then parking?
Even the basement. The basement has tall ceilings as well.
Okay.
There's no parking. It's on-street parking. This is a very residential neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to find street parking. I park on the block most days.
Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Robert, for sharing your awesome listing with us. And I want to thank the viewers for tuning in. It's so nice to be back again, right in time for fall market. I'm Karen Ringo, and you've been watching New Listings at Noon, where every week I bring on realtors in the DMV area, and they come on and talk about current listings that are on the market. So thanks again, and we will see you soon.